just a just an unbelievably competitive, tough game. And we were just talking about it in the back, like what Wake Forest right now, and kind of what they're doing, what they're going through with every single game. Uh, I lived it last year in the same way that like you got to constantly get up. Right, this is the biggest game of the year. Then the next game's the biggest game of the year. Then the next game's the biggest game of the year, and it's hard. It's hard. But they're a really good team, man. They're a really good team. Like that's it. I've seen teams in the tournament, right, from a lot of different leagues. Like that's an NCAA tournament team right there. They had three guards that can go score and get you a bucket. They had two big dudes. Like that's a good team. And I thought our guys really, really dug in and competed and guarded in the second half and just, willed ourselves to a win.
How important was it there in the second half to get it to more toward your pace? Instead of them going for 43 and making a lot of shots the way they did, you're able to kind of slow them down and grind this one.
Yeah, I thought we were kind of a step behind in the first half, I think, defensively. Like, and we talked about it at halftime of some of the adjustments that we needed to make. It was a lot of, like, we were two-way helpers instead of one-way helpers. And I thought we changed that a little bit. But, like, getting some buckets, getting to the free throw line right now, like, our defense is set every possession, right? Getting, like, like I was talking about, like, we weren't turning the ball over, right? So, if our defense is set, we're hard to score on. And, like you said, that helps kind of get it where we want to play it.
We've seen Marcus do this in the area, but how difficult is it for him to do it in a league like this as a freshman, like game after game? It just seems like now you want to get better as a team as March is nearing, but it seems like he's also getting better as a player. Like,
yeah,
how difficult is it what he's doing?
He is. He's been circled on the scouting report right since game one. And that's hard to do night after night, right? I talked about Wake Forest having to get up game after game. Like he has to do it every single game, and he's just rising to the occasion, and he's getting better. Like he's seeing the game. The game's kind of slowing down for him. He's making his teammates better. Like he's guarding and competing on the other end. Like he's doing a lot for our team, and that's tough, man, for a freshman. And like you normally, and I guess credit to Nixon and credit to Greg Miskinnis is like our freshmen are getting stronger. Right? Most times you look at freshmen at this point in time of the season, they're probably tailing off because they're not used to it. Like Braden, Carey, Marcus, they're going up and they're going in the right direction.
Micah, you've talked about a lot about it, especially after these wins, about guys making winning plays. What can you say about the offensive rebound and that tough bucket that Tay Davis got?
Tay, man, it is just it's kind of coming into his own a little bit, right? At different times, and we always, I always get on him about his consistency, but it also like, you want more from him on offense, but it's really hard to guard the best dude every night and then have some juice to go play offense on the other end. But that's what he's doing, right? He got into some foul trouble, and he wasn't the only guy. I thought Roper and Logan did a great job as well. But, man, I don't think there's probably anybody that's guarded Hunter Salas that way all season. Tay's a big part of that. And I've talked about his versatility as a defender and how he's, whoever the best player is, that's Tay's matchup, and then we match up everybody else around it. But now he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive, man, and like scoring in the post a little bit. Getting some of those tough drives, some of those offensive rebounds, those plays that are huge plays down the stretch. And, he's been right around that 11, 12, 6 rebounds. Like, that's been a huge, huge production for us.
Micah, when you have the comeback fall just short Saturday, and then you come back out tonight and you fall down nine early in the second half. Is it a coming of age moment right in front of you when your team responds the way it does down the stretch to win?
I think so. Like we talked before the game about just competing for each other, just competing for Notre Dame, man. Like competing for the name on the back too, right? Our family and friends that have stuck by us this whole time. Like this point in time of the year, there's a lot of teams that have quit. A lot of teams with our record that have quit, and these dudes are having fun. I love every day of practice. Right? Like it hurts me now that we got shortened practice, right? Because it's late February and can't keep grinding and going hard and doing everything as much as I want to. But like they're having fun competing with each other and for each other.
When it's
And
like, I'm so
that's
sorry.
good, and that's the biggest thing. And like no lead or no like nothing seems insurmountable to this group.
I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good.
When it's like that, is that a sign that your culture is maybe rooted even deeper, further along than what you might have thought or maybe expected through a first season?
Yeah, I guess. I always expected it, right? It's gotten better, just like our team has. Our culture's gotten better, and it's remained strong through tough times. It's remained strong, and that's a credit to. I always talk about Zona, but it's a credit to him for getting guys together and keeping guys together early and throughout the season, right? It's a credit for like a guy like Tony Sanders hadn't played barely at all, but every dude on our team loves him. Everybody on our coaching staff loves him because of the joy that he brings with practice every day and how he competes and how he jumps in and different guys are out in different parts of practice. And I just throw him in there and like he can come in and do it and help us and like does it with a great attitude. Like when guys see that, like that's when you know you're in the right spot. It's when you know you're going in the right direction. And it's they're coaching that now. The culture is like it's creating itself, right? I always say in this is I don't want to mess this up, but in this culture, the head coach defines it, the assistant coaches defend it, and the players exhibit it. That's what's happening right now. They're exhibiting our culture.
Micah, Carey hit a couple shots early, but then was struggling a little bit with the shot, but seemed to still be aggressive. I mean, he had the three to take the lead in the second half. Is that a progression for him this season that maybe at times during the season he wouldn't have been able to stay that confident like he was tonight?
Yeah, a lot of times he's probably shot faking that and driving, right? Just for him to get 9 threes up is a positive sign. But he's working, man. He gets in. He gets in every morning. Carey's an early riser, right? So he gets into the gym really early every morning, and he's in there with Grady Eifert, and they're working on different things, and they're getting shots up. Grady's helping him through progressions offensively and defensively, and he's growing, and he's fighting, and he's finding ways, even when he's making threes or not making threes, getting into the paint, hitting some pull-ups, trying to get to some post-ups and scoring, and like the different things we're working on, he's trying to put it into his game.
Coach Braden kind of returned to human form today as far as shooting.
Yeah.
When he kept his confidence late, how big have the last few games been for him, knowing that he can shoot it with the hand in his face, off the pump, on the run, and still knock him down. In this case, 1 for 8, I think, up until that last shot to give you guys a 64-60 lead.
Yeah, it's hard, right? You make whatever 13 threes or something in 2 games, and Wake always does a good job of trying to take away guys, right? The way they face guarded Henson and some other guys, we kind of expected they were going to do some stuff with him, and like he curled a few more, got into the paint, was just like a little bit rushed with how they were guarding him, and then I think that kind of led into some of his threes being rushed, and we just tried to tell him just stay with it, man, just stay with it, just slow down just a second and get to it, but even throughout that, like he never lacks for confidence, right? So the chance to hit the big, that was a huge shot for us, and he had a chance to a couple more that probably gives us a little bit of a lead, a little bit of breathing room, but making that shot was big, and in fact, Marcus trusts him. Marcus really trusts him. Like, even when he isn't making shots, he's looking for him and hunting for him, and that was a great play from him.
It was after the Georgetown loss that kind of up and down in overtime that you said that you wouldn't want to play a team like you guys come late February, early March. I guess how have you seen that come to fruition over these last 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, like I've always said, like we want to play our best basketball at the end of the season, and I think that's what we're doing. We're starting. The game's starting to slow down for some of these guys, for some of these freshmen. Right? If we can keep our foot on the gas defensively and how we want to play, and then keep playing the right way offensively. Right? It was guys played a lot of minutes because there was some foul trouble and some other things, so they had to play a little bit more minutes. Like Braden and Marcus, Carey played a lot. Like on a hot day, but they still kind of fought through it. Now, like you get those contributions, right? We probably missed JR's minutes a little bit. That like he could come in and give us a spurt. Logan gives us a spurt. As you see guys keep getting better and better, they still believe. They still believe in what we're doing. And, we want to keep doing it. Like I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing as much as we can, man. I want to keep playing because I love the direction that we're going.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Pickup line coming early tomorrow.
What's that?
Pickup line coming early tomorrow.
Man, you ain't lying. Kid got his license too, and I still can't. I got to buy him a car. So I don't have to wake up anymore.
What's allowed you to be in such a groove here lately, especially Saturday and then again tonight, scoring, just distributing, one turnover, playing the way you're playing now when most freshmen usually are running on fumes? What's allowed you to reach another level with your game?
I think just trusting the process and trusting the coaches. We had a meeting back then, like they all wanted me to trust them, and when I trust them, like things are working out for us, and I put the work in every single day. So I came out and performed, and I feel like my team had my back. Like Carey played his butt off, and like I played good, but like he played great minutes, did a lot of great things for us. So like it was just all around a good game for us.
Carey, what's been working for you these past 3 games? Not just the scoring, but the defense, the rim protection, the rebounding.
Just getting like my mind right before the game, being completely focused. Like the more focused I am, the better I play, and the better I play, like the better chance we have to win. So that's just what I've been doing.
With your 3-point shot kind of struggling in the past couple months, I mean, how much confidence did it give you to hit those back-to-back threes in the first half for the rest of the night?
Yeah, I mean, I've been a shooter like my whole life, but I just like struggled like recently. So just staying confident in my shot, keep getting them up. So yeah, it gave me confidence for sure.
Emotionally, Carey, how much more comfortable do you feel in kind of being assertive out there? You made a bucket, and you showed some emotion, and you had some emotion at various points throughout the game. How much more comfortable are you in that role?
I mean, a lot more comfortable. I mean, the more I play, like the more I just feel like it feels natural out there, like taking the shots, driving, being physical, like showing emotion, like you said. So yeah, I've definitely got more comfortable doing that.
I know you're pretty locked into what you're doing on the floor, but for us watching, what's it like for you watching Marcus when he's just out there like that?
And it's crazy. Like it's like no one can guard him. Like just gets wherever he wants. Like effortlessly, it's crazy. Like no matter who it is. Like we played Virginia, Reese Beekman, played like tonight against Booby Miller. Great players. Like don't matter. Like you get into that spot, you get in that bucket.
Marcus, tonight was your career high in not just points but free throw attempts, and it wasn't all that close. How are you able to kind of get guys in the air more often than usual to draw those fouls?
I think playing off 2 feet is helping me a lot, knowing that I'm just a smaller guard and going against all these taller players. So I mean, like I was able to get away with it in high school, but now like I'm starting to learn the game a little bit more. So playing off 2 feet, using my shot fake, and it's been working a lot for me. So just working on that.
What allowed you to be as locked in as you were? Not just as the game kind of went on, but from the jump this time.
Just having fun. Like this is basketball. This is what we do. This is what we do for fun. This is what got me here. And we all knew coming in this game, Wake Forest was a tremendous team, like the great team. Hunter Salas, Luke Miller, all those guys are really good players. Parker, like we were locked in from the jump, and we had a great week. We started a great week, And just coming in here just to be Wake Forest is pretty good for us, knowing that they're really good too.
Kerry, what changed defensively for you guys there in the second half? Where they scored 43 in the first half, but it felt like you were able to get it more to your pace there in the second.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, like Coach drew on the board, they was 12 for 16 from the 2-point range. So I mean, they was making shots like a high clip. But I mean, also like we just had better pick and roll defense. We got to our spots earlier when we zoned up on off the ball, and yeah, we were just there earlier. We were on our spots quicker.
Marcus, I was going to ask you just about what you mentioned, playing off 2 feet. What players do you study that do that well? I know Jalen Brunson's one of those guys we see in the NBA there, but who do you study to really kind of implement that into your game?
Probably the person you just said, Jalen Brunson, he's probably one of the best in the NBA, just playing off 2 feet. Knowing that he's also a smaller guard in the league, and he's he's playing off 2 feet, knowing that it's not pretty, it's not cute, but it's something to get you to the free throw line and get you points and help your teammates get to the free throw line too, because everyone's fouling, so like playing off 2 feet is really good for everyone.
And how much does what you all were able to do at Syracuse, coming back from down 29, how much of that confidence carries over to today's game?
Saturday, we played a really good team. Syracuse was really good. They started off hot. We didn't start off so well, but the second half, like, we showed a lot of people that we don't give up. We're gonna fight the whole game, and that's what we did. And like we all played good in Syracuse. Like we all showed effort, and it followed and it came along today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.